Good morning, Grand Rising. Capricorn, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's see what's coming in for my Capricorn gang 2023 reading. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys? Happy Saturday, my loves. Okay, so we're going to be continuing this series. We're almost done. Okay, today's Capricorn day. We're going to see what's coming in for 2023 for you guys. I'm going to pull a card for each house. Okay, this is going to represent that area over the year. Okay, so we're going to get started. Spirit, can you show me what is in the house of self for my Capricorn gang? Good morning, guys. I love you guys. Good morning. The Hermit. All right, so you're concentrating on your own spiritual growth, okay? And can I get something for the second house for my Capricorn gang? What is it that they're valuing for 2023? What is it that they're valuing for 2023, please? Aquarius will be tomorrow. Spirit, can you show me? What is it that Capricorn is valuing for 2023? Thank you. Oh. Spirit, can you show me what is in Capricorn's house of communication, please? House of communication. Good morning, my loves. Grand Rising. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Can you show me what is in the house of home for Capricorn for 2023, please? Can you show me? What's in the house of home for Capricorn, please? 2023, please. One card, please. 2023. Thank you. Can you show me what is in the house of dating for my Capricorn gang? What's in the house of dating? Good morning. Wow, you got some very interesting cards out here, guys. What's in the house of self for my Capricorn gang, please? The house of self. When I tell you that y'all have mad major arcana out here, it's going to be a very interesting reading. Spirit, can you show me what is in the 7th house of relationships, please? Can you show me what is in the 8th house of other people's money, taxes, and death and transformation? Thank you for the rose, my love. Can you show me what is in the 9th house of expansion? Can you show me what's in the 10th house of career, guys? 10th house of career for Capricorn. 10th house of career. Good morning, my loves. You got a lot of shit out here. Major arcanas. Listen, I'm going to pause for a second and say, if you're a Capricorn or you have a very strong placement, like a stellium or something like that, and you're having like some type of relationship issue, don't let that shit spill over to your job. Okay? Side message. Don't let that shit spill over to your job. Okay? Spirit, can you show me what is in the 11th house for Capricorn? 11th house for Capricorn. Can you show me what's in the 11th house for Capricorn, please? Thank you. And can you show me what is hidden from Capricorn in 2023? What could they be hiding? What is in the house of secrets, 12th house energy for 2023 for my Capricorn gang? Can you show me, please? Okay, let's get to it. At the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. This is your overall energy for the year. I feel like you want to be sure about something. I feel like you may be taking steps very methodically, and there's nothing happenstance by the way you're moving right now. Okay, I feel like you're rebuilding something with the Nine of Pentacles. It feels like you've had maybe the first part of 2022 was rough. I feel like the second part of 2022 was about stabilizing, getting your footing back, leveling out, keeping afloat, head above water. These are what Spirit is saying, okay? Thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the love. So now it's like, so I'm also getting, but did it kill you? Right? So in other words, like I made it through the rain. I've got my protection. Right? So it's like you survived something. And now it's like you have to learn a new way. A new way. Okay? So the challenge part is over, but now it's something different. It's a switch, right? It's a switch. So we're going to take a look. I'm going to pull 3 charms for you guys for the years. This will be like concentrations, okay? So the first one you have here is love, okay? So, and the first thing I said to you guys, the first channel that I got for you guys was do not let your love problems go over to your career, right? Because I feel like in 2023, there's like big swings, okay? When it's good, it's good. When it feels bad, it's going to feel bad. Right? Imagine, right? I feel like something comes in that you wanted really badly in a different way. And when it does, you're unsure about it. I think you're unsure because it doesn't show it in the way you envisioned it. And I'm going to explain in a second, okay? And then you have hope in reverse, okay? And I feel like what Spirit's saying is they're going to renew your hope, okay? So I'm going to backtrack for a minute real quick before we get started with the reading. So watching a comedian last night. Don't ask me what the name is. I do not remember. But basically his you know how a comedian may have like an overall message that they're trying to, you know, articulate to the crowd. So basically what this guy was saying is that, you know, whether it's comedy or any other sector, when we see famous people, they may show us a persona, but what we see is something different. I'm going to give you an example. If I say to you, I'm watching a small child get off of a bicycle, right? Get off of a bicycle and walk over to their mother. Most of you envisioned that in your mind as I said it. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? So we have a perception of things. So when I say to you that things are going to be up and down in 2023, it has a lot to do with the way you perceive it in the moment. May not necessarily be exactly that. All right? So we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about what's in this first house, okay? Capricorn, you've got the Hermit. Okay, this would be a sister energy. You know, the Hermit is also Earth. I feel like there's something that you are following internally about some type of soul mission, some type of transition that you are still finishing, wrapping up, or coming out of on the other side from 2022. Something that started in the beginning of the year, not in the end. I feel like the end of the year was the aftermath. Was it the aftermath, guys? Spirit, show me. With the devil. There you go. That is Capricorn. Some of y'all could have been dealing with a Virgo. Or Pisces. But I feel like that's telling me that you faced a lot of inner shit. And right now, all that came out was Major Arcana. I'm telling you, Capricorn, this is going to be a very serious reading, okay? Look at Hermit with the devil. You had to face some internal fears, some internal toxicity, some shit that about other people, okay? Fucking tower after tower coming out crossed with the Empress, okay? That's everybody in Earth right there. With a touch of Scorpio. This also is telling me, good morning, my loves. Good morning. Hey, what's good, Newark? Okay. So with this Empress, y'all could have lost an Empress. Or you went through so much shit that you birthed the Empress. That you became the Empress. If you want a career reading, you have to go. You can find all my links in the bios, okay? And Aquarius will be tomorrow. Because for the beginning of the year, I'm just doing like a whole hour on each zodiac. Okay? Because it will be some bullshit if I gave you a 10-minute 2023 reading. Right, so this one's for Capricorn, and if I've done Aries through Capricorn, with the exception of Gemini, which TikTok erased. Thank you for the finger, right? For the TikTok. So if you missed your sign, you can head over to my YouTube, and it will be there. Libra's up, right? And then we're almost done. And then after that, we'll get back to like our regularly scheduled, questions and answers and type things, okay? But anyway, you could have went through so much shit in 2023, Cap. That now you're like learning to be the Empress, okay? But that shit was not, it was painful. Listen, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana. The towers here feels like it was more than one fucking tower. Right? The roof is on fire. We don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn, right? I feel like there was a point where you threw your hands up. Okay, in the House of Value, you got the Star with the 4 Cups, another fucking major arcana, right? So something with this having to face some shit, okay? All these towers going on around you could have been having something to do with a Taurus or a Libra very strongly, okay? And you another fucking major arcana. How is this possible? The roof went off, the whole electric flew off, the house with the hurricane. I'm so sorry to hear that, love. Right? So you got the Star with the Judgment, right? Spirit intervened in some fashion. Libra is already up in my YouTube channel, the 2023 reading. Okay? So with the Star and the Judgment, you were redirected. Okay? The Star is an Aquarian card, but it's also pouring between the 5D and the 3D to bring some type of balance. Now, that's where Saturn has been for like 2.5 years, maybe a little longer. So some of you could have been in your Saturn return, but there was like a forced to back to reality. Ooh, who's mad at me, right? That Eminem song shit. 4 of Cups, right? 4 Cups with the 4 of Wands, right? So there was a question about what is love? What is home? What is it that I value? Where is my sustenance? What do I work for? What do I live for? Because something happened in 2022. Okay? And this was going to force you. I've been thinking about you. Force you to get serious. about what you feared, what you loved. In the third house, here comes the Empress again. Spirit, why is the Empress here? Very, very heavy Taurian energy. Earth sign, sister sign, 4 of Cups coming out cross. There's somebody here. Sibling, child, mother, relationship. This is the house of communication. Something was left unsaid. There's some regrets here. I feel like there's some regrets in a situation, whether it's towards you or you towards someone else, that cannot be retracted. I feel like because it can't be retracted, you're trying to fix another relationship that still has some type of opportunities. Gonna give you an example. Let's say there was a group of 3 friends. Let's say that they went to college together. Let's say they had an argument and 10 years ago they stopped speaking. Let's say that, God forbid, one of them passes away. And let's say that one person now feels terrible because they didn't get to say some things that they wanted to say, right? So because of that, now they have an opportunity to mend the other relationship with the third friend, but it also is crying over spilled milk because they don't have that opportunity with the friend that is deceased. You feel me? So it's like it brings you something that's bittersweet to make you recognize what you need to be valuing, what you need to be putting your fucking time into, what is important. It's like getting your priorities in check, like in a rough fucking way. And it may not be through a death. I'm just using that as an example because that's like the first thing that came to mind. But it's like some type of forced accountability to correct another area. But it has something to do with the way you value situations, okay? I'm sorry to hear that your purse got stolen. Okay? So that was the communication here, okay, of not being able to go back and say something. For some of you, it's apparent, okay? Now, in the 4th house of home and the mother, thank you for the rose. You have the 2 of Pentacles and the Devil again, which is your card, okay? The 2 of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands. I feel like this time, second time around, there was a past situation. In this past situation, you had things that were pulling at you from opposite sides. You may not have known exactly which way to go. Thank you guys for the gifts. Okay, with the Ace of Wands coming out, I feel like in the past you chose some type of passion, okay? And it's, with the Devil sitting here, I feel like that could have ended in a toxic way, okay? I'm not dealing with trolls today. I'm not dealing with trolls today. Okay? So I feel like with this Ace of Wands, now you are recognizing not to let your passions take precedence. Right? And remember in the beginning, I was like, don't let like a love situation go into career. Like that's the energy I'm getting there. Like that shit already happened in some aspect. So now it's like you trying not to do that shit now, right? Because that was the lesson. Hey, Louisiana. That was the fucking lesson from 2022, right? It's like to keep shit, a little bit more compartmentalized. Don't let the whole ship go down, right? Because I feel like you got blindsided. You got hit from the side. Something unexpected. And it may have caused a spiral. A chain reaction. Hello, hun. Why is this devil here in the same position with the high priest? Exactly what I just said. Okay, so something crazy happened. Okay, something that threw you off, that left you a little bit disheveled. Okay, I'm seeing vice here. Right? This, I feel like there was a trigger moment that you could have drank in excess, or somebody else could have been drinking in excess. But I feel like if you found yourself in that situation, it had a lot to do. It wasn't like, I'm not saying that you're an alcoholic, okay? What I'm saying is that something could have happened where for a short period, or maybe for a longer period, you had to like numb. There was a need to escape. There was a need to, okay? So I feel like if something was so large that the high priestess is here in reverse with the devil, you didn't see this shit coming. It threw you for a fucking loop. Everything is right is wrong, wrong is right. Everything is upside down, right? 10 of Pentacles. There could have even been some money that came in during that time, but who could think of money because so much shit was happening? That's the energy I'm getting. With the King of Wands and trying to take action with the Star, situations that have like no rhyme or rhythm. All you could say is spirit must have done it, but why? But fucking why? 4 Swords to force some healing. A soulmate connection, friend, lover, child, right? Family member. It was an upheaval, an upending, so that some things that you had gone unaware of could be unearthed. Okay, so the Emperor is here in the 5th house of dating. This is also the house of children, Spirit. With the 4 Swords in reverse, okay? So you would be, and for me, Capricorn can be the Emperor. I feel like often you felt large and in charge. This is for Capricorn. For the first few days of the year, I've done I'm doing each of the signs so they can get an in-depth reading. Okay, so if your sign is between Aries and Capricorn, go to YouTube. If it's Aquarius and Pisces, they're still to come tomorrow and Monday. So with this 4 Swords in reverse, I feel like often you make moves and you don't really worry about like healing. What healing? Like, I got one foot in front of the other. Like I handle shit, right? I have to take care of shit, do shit. But something that is unhealed from the past has been triggered by a new event, and something that happened in 2022 that caused all this shit upending. I feel like you're just coming out of that. But it feels like in the way you're coming out of it is like just fucking keeping your head above water. So it's like you survived that whole part, but now what, right? Like now what? What's the direction now? Yeah, it was the 10 of Swords for sure. 7 of Cups. There were so many things that you didn't see, that you really didn't understand, even about yourself. Okay, and there was this thing that was like stability, but it almost was like fake stability. Yeah. You were helping the wrong people. Thank you for the hand heart, right? So there was like a false stability, right? And we just said that, right? So you're helping somebody else, meanwhile you need help, right? And the Moon, and it was like living in secret. Or secrets. And the Queen of Wands. It was like there was a choice. Okay? I'm gonna freeze for a second. There was a choice. 2 situations. One that looked more promising, and one that was more alluring. One that was less shiny, but more important maybe. Right? But the other one felt so good. But I feel like that has something to do with the thing that couldn't go back, that couldn't be undone. It was a blind side. It was a blind side, right? So it's like now it's like needing to be, and listen, you could have a Capricorn in a particular house. You could have 3 planets in that house. That could be your moon sign. That could be your north node. That could be whatever. That doesn't mean that the reading won't resonate with you, okay? So there's something here about going back and being forced through spirit. You got so many fucking major arcana. Please remind me at the end to count how many are here. Is crazy. But there's something here about being forced to go back, to look at something that is quite painful, that came through some type of blindsiding in the present. In the house of service, second time around. I don't know why that song keeps coming out, but you got the Wheel of Fortune with the sun. Something is being illuminated. I've been here before. Maybe in a different way. Spirit, why is the Wheel of Fortune here? It's my turn to see what I can see. I hope you understand. Right? Wheel of Fortune with the Lovers. You made a choice in the past. I keep saying this shit. Could have been a Gemini of importance. There was a decision, and somehow this decision ends up coming back around in a different way. I'm explaining your whole 2022. Right? It's like this thing that was forced to, you have to, like, spirit forced you to go back and look. You know that commercial? I forget the commercial, right? It's like family members, and one family member says, I told you to go pick up such and such. And the other family member's like, no, you didn't. And they're like, let's hit the replay, right? Let's hit the replay. Spirit hit the replay on fucking Capricorn. Remember what you said, or remember what you, right? With the sun here, Spirit, why is so much major arcana out here? I don't think I've ever had a reading with this much major arcana out. The sun comes out. Illumination about something that happened in the past. With the Chariot in reverse. With the King of Cups. And the Queen of Pentacles. So let's take a look at this. Could have been a Cancer of importance. But some spirit is illuminating. Thank you guys for the follows. And I'm sorry if I don't see a gift, okay? Sometimes I get to channeling and I just be gone, okay? So apologies. Thank you in advance, okay? But the sun is here with the Chariot in reverse, okay? It's that not being able to go back and change something that is illuminated to you now, okay? Now, the King of Cups is the quintessential father figure, okay? So this could have something to do with your own childhood, but it also feels like there's a reflective type energy, okay, with the Queen of Pentacles. Could have been, that's your card, Capricorn. But it also could be a like another earth sign of importance. Okay, we had heavy Taurus before and Virgo, but a lot of heavy Taurus, right? I feel like, Capricorn, you're having trouble with a decision that you made of how it affected somebody else. There could be some energy or regret about a decision that can't be changed, but there's an opportunity to change direction now. Okay, it really feels like a forced wake-up call, guys. Because this is in the house of service. Thank you for the hand heart, right? So this feels like Spirit was forcing you to look at what you were giving yourself to. Or what you were giving to, or what you might have been neglecting in trying to give to something else. Okay? Let's look at the Six of Wands, which is in your house of relationships. And I told you, it's like you can't fix one situation, but you get an opportunity to fix something else. Yes, Pisces should be on Monday. Thank you. Six of Wands with Temperance. And the Page of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Ten of Swords. Okay, so right now there is a situation that is very public about your relationship, whether this is friend, family, or lover. Okay, see this, the people who are watching. Right? Sagittarius, Temperance. People are watching. I'm going to give you two things, okay? Some people are watching because they're rooting for you. They're rooting for your healing because there's other people who can see how much you've had to deal with in 2022, and they're fucking rooting for you, that head above water. Right? But other people are watching because they're the naysayers, or because they don't. It's like, you know, when you're on the highway and you see an accident and they're rubbernecking. Okay? With the Page of Pentacles. I'm hearing last chance for love. Yes, it's my last chance for romance tonight. Right? So it's like you feel like this is like I can't do shit about that other situation, but I could fucking take the, you know, situation by the horns or whatever, right? In this situation, right? Like, I'm not gonna let another fucking chance get by me, right? Because it's like a wake-up call, right? With the Seven of Cups, right? It might be an illusion. Like, it might not fucking happen, but I'm gonna take a chance anyway, because regret is worse, right? And it might lead to the Ten of Swords. This shit might not fucking work out, right? With the Seven of Pentacles, because, you know, but if it feels like you're already so invested, it's like you want to see something. Can it be because of another situation that maybe you didn't put your all into, that now has no chance of coming back? So it's almost like Spirit kind of forced you in a way to say, fuck it, 2 tears in a bucket. If there's any part of me that still wants something, I'm going to roll the dice, and I'm not going to just sit on the sidelines, because last time I sat on the sidelines, I didn't get another chance. Okay? Now, in the house of Because they didn't break you. Exactly what I'm trying to say, right? So there were people who were rubbernecking, right? But it's teaching you something, my love. It's teaching you. Not all company, good company. Right? So in the King of Wands, this is in the house of the 8th house, okay? Yeah. Cap Moon. This is a Capricorn reading, my love. Okay? So this King of Wands is sitting here in the 8th house. I am not doing personal readings. I'm only doing a collective reading, okay? King of Wands is sitting in the 8th house of expansion. I should say of Scorpios, other people's money, taxes, death and transformation. You're taking action. Okay, I just said this is fuck that sitting on the sideline shit, right? With the 5 of Cups, because you already cried over the spilled milk. Okay, you already cried over the spilled milk. Right? So the lesson was no more fucking waiting. Right? You might get a yes, you might get a no, but you ain't gonna get shit if you don't go after it, right? And that was the lesson in 2022. Right? But I feel like you're kind of like a little bit hobbling along. Like, you're not all the way like healed. Like I said, it was like keeping your head above the fucking water, right? Doggy paddle, not full strokes, right? King of Wands with the 7 of Wands. It was a fucking struggle. But you woke up every day. You might have had to make lists. You might have had to set reminders. You might have had to force yourself, fake it till you make it. Right? With the world, right? And you finished it, but it doesn't feel finished, does it? It doesn't feel finished, right? With the 8 of Cups, even though it's left behind, the 8 of Wands, there's an internal communication that is happening. It's like the monologue of your life is playing. It's a conversation that you're having within yourself. (2022) woke up a trigger that was already there. This trigger makes you feel like it's not safe. Right? And the reason why you feel it's not safe is because this came out of a blind side, right? So because it blindsided you, and now even that you finished the chapter, it's like a recall, right? A muscle recall, right? You know, you go to the gym, the next day it hurts, right? You're not actually, causing the pain to you right now, but your body is remembering, right? So it's like you're waiting, like it's something will happen or something, I also feel like this King of Wands is like you took the action, you did the work, right? 7 of Wands, you found out about parts of yourself of pushing through. Like, I didn't even fucking know I could survive some shit like that. And the Knight of Cups, and you're surprised why people aren't. Because remember, there's some people that are rooting for you, and then there's other people that are kind of like waiting for the downfall part, right? Or they didn't believe in you or whatever the case, or they want to feel better than. So while you were in a situation that was challenging, they could rubberneck, right? Oh, poor so-and-so, right? But now that you're, fucking surviving, even if it's like limping, with a cane, a cast, whatever, right? It's like, oh, well, right? Which is fucking weird. So what? I was supposed to make you feel better about your shitty ass life? Right? So here's the 9 of Wands sitting in your expansion, right? So what you're learning about in this expansion, this knowledge that's coming through the ethers by spirit pushing you to go through a situation that forces you to look at some shit from the past and also like expand your perception of it. You got the 9 of Wands. Yeah, it was fucking hard. Yeah, everything felt like it was against you. Yeah, you hit every fucking brick wall that was to hit, right? But you also learned that you were the magician. You also learned that you had all the fucking tools, right? You also learned that you could change certain situations through your perception, right? Hermit, you went within. You also learned that you had to fucking rely on yourself. You also learned that you weren't seeing people, places, and things for what they were with the 2 of Swords. And that you were putting your energy in the wrong places with the 6 of Pentacles. And something was communicated to you. Somebody said something. It was like happenstance. Like, it wasn't like, they probably didn't fucking know that they said it. But it was enough to make you walk away. It was enough for you to see the truth about somebody, something, their true insight. And Spirit says some of you still haven't, but that's the comment that's replaying, and you will. Because it's like you were, let's say that you were keeping your head above water, doggy paddle, right? And there was somebody on the dock and they could have thrown you a rope, right? But instead, they waited till you got 3 feet away from the thing, right? They waited till you were like 3 feet away. They sat down, they watched you struggle, right? And then at the very end, they came like, oh, you need a hand. Right? But this is the point in which you're like, no, I don't need a fucking hand, right? Grand rising. All right? So that in the 10th house of career, remember, Spirit said, don't let this shit fall into your career house, right? And now it's too late, right? 8 of Wands in reverse. You don't want to fuck with these people no more. Or it's like there's nothing, I don't need to say shit, right? With the 5 of Swords, right? Because now I see the manipulation, right? And I'm so focused, like I'm not going to let anybody throw me the fuck off no more. Right? And I can show you better than I can fucking tell you. I bet you that. Right? With the 9 of Swords, you went through a lot of sleepless nights and anxiety, right? Nobody was there to fucking rock you to sleep, right? King of Swords, right? In reverse. There's a person here. With the Death card. Could be a Scorpio. But a situation happened that totally reversed you. And fact and logic went out of the fucking window, right? And this person, somebody saw you while you were all the way down and they fucking still kicked you. But what they don't realize is that they are the catalyst to the rebirth in you. 10 of Swords, Spirit, why? With the 5 of Pentacles. Hell yeah. So So you have the Ten of Swords here with the Page of Swords, right? So they fucking really kicked you while you were fucking down, right? They really kicked you. Like, it was like wishing you like a death or speaking fucked up shit over you. You know, I'm just trying to show you the energy. I'm not saying they actually said that. Some of these motherfuckers did, okay? With the Ten of Swords and the Page of Swords, okay? The only way you could fucking survive it was to like block them completely and shell yourself. Five of Pentacles, they left you stinking. They left you out to die, like, okay? With the King of Pentacles, but what ended up happening? Yeah, he literally kicked you. I'm so sorry, my love. What ended up happening is that they kicked you like a dog and you came back the King of fucking Pentacles. Came back the King of Pentacles. Right? 8 of Cups and walked the fuck away from them. 2 of Swords, they never thought you were going to survive. They never, listen, I think it's like they would see a ghost. Right? It's like seeing a ghost. Right? Listen, some of y'all are so savage. Right? Some of y'all are so savage. It's like you might see them or something somewhere unexpectedly. And I feel like your response or what is said is so humble, so like, oh, did I startle you? And rather than you being like an attack dog like you should be, it's like you say some slick shit, but that's like you need anything? Can I help you with something? Right? It's almost like you're telling them like, I understand that you didn't help me and that you left me for dead, but thank you because that actually built me. I'm fucking built strong, right? So much so that what I learned is like to be so charitable to you. Like, I realize now that the reason why you did me like that is because of something dead in you. Right? Like, it's the way you do it that fucks them up, okay? 8 of Swords, network, okay? Believe it or not, there's people talking about how you did. Remember I said there was rubbernecking with the 8 of Pentacles. People are watching your comeback. Remember I said it's just coming, right? You just made it. You just fucking survived it, right? So it's like you're not all the way the fuck out of it, right? It's like you're swimming in those last 3 feet and this motherfucker's just standing there, right? Five of Cups, right? First time here. Come on in, babes. This person, if they're in some type of connection where they can't avoid, like, let's say it's a sibling or something, like they can't avoid not seeing it. Oh, thank you, my love. I feel like this person, if this person is in close proximity where they cannot avoid being seen or seeing you, they're going to act like, oh, I didn't know that I didn't really know that was happening. Or oh, I really didn't understand it was that serious. Or why didn't you? It's fucking bullshit. Okay? There's some things I want to say, but I don't want to get this video like... Let's just say that this person feels kind of stupid in a way They feel stupid that you made it because now it's like they got egg on their face, or in some way it makes them not only look bad, but it kind of like exposes the fuckery, right? It exposes the fuckery in some way. So now they're trying to like clean their shit up, you know? And then in the 12th house, you have the Lovers with the Queen of Cups and the 8 of Wands, right? And the system failed you. I'm sorry to hear that. Knight of Pentacles, right? So you got the Lovers here with the Page of Cups. Somebody wants to say sorry with the 8 of Wands. They want to communicate something to you. Knight of Pentacles. And I had said to you, you were doing something very slowly. And the Ace of Swords and the truth of the matter. And the Strength card and the King of Wands. You're actually telling this person, like somebody wants to try to like smooth it over. I just said this to you guys. It's like this person wants to smooth it over like, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't really there. You know, I had some things going on, but I wish I would have known that it was like so serious or whatever. And I feel like what you're saying to them is like, oh, no worries. Like, actually, thank you. Like, this made me swim harder. This made me go after it more. Like, the fact that people that should have been there for me weren't actually showed me how strong I can be, how much I can survive, how much I can endure, all the things about myself that I didn't fucking know. So thank you. So thank you. And yes, I had to crawl sometimes. But I'm fucking grateful. And I'm also grateful that you had a choice to choose something else, because it showed me that you wouldn't have given to me the way I gave to you. Right? Knight of Pentacles as the overall energy with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. No more fucking second chances for them. Right? This is also learning about stop carrying people on your fucking back, Capricorn. 5 of Cups, right? Because when you needed somebody, nobody was there for you. 2 of Pentacles, right? Some of y'all's were legal situations, but it feels like I'm getting like the cross. The weight of the cross. It was your cross to bear. And the Ace of Pentacles. And the 8 of Swords. And the 9 of Swords. This is talking about you really feeling like you weren't going to make it. All right, let's get you guys a kipper. Because I could be here, this reading, I could be here like for quite some time. So this is in the beginning of the year. I do all 12 signs, like an extensive reading for each sign every day, okay? I'm on Capricorn right now. Tomorrow will be Aquarius. If I have already done your sign, or if I have passed your sign, you can go to YouTube. You'll find it there. Okay, same name, okay? Link should be in the bio, okay? Spirit, can you show me? Scorpio is done. It's up already. Okay, poverty, mature man. It was a rough road. Libra's done already. You can go over to the YouTube. It's there. Thank you guys for all the love and the appreciation. Sometimes I don't get to see the gifts because I'm channeling that hard. Okay? Thank you. My link is in the bio, okay? And you can only book with me on my website, okay? All right, you have the poverty card out here with the mature man, great fortune, and lovers. Listen, 2022 was a hard lesson. It was a hard lesson, but it was a direction. Redirection was protection. So even though you don't understand that, freedom, success, and judgment, you were forced. You had a false illusion of what you thought was good before. Things were not really like real. So spirit came and gave you a whole fucking tower. Feels like multiple. But it cut away the fakeness, the bullshit, right? In a very painful way. I'm not telling you that it didn't. Right? With the mature man and the love, it made you refocus as to what did you really value? What were you giving your attention to, right? And the great fortune with the surrender, and you had to recognize what was really important, what you really valued, what you really wanted to go after, surrendering to the divine. I mean, you came up as the hermit, as the very first card that came out in the self card, okay, with the devil, which is your card. You were forced to face every fucking fear you ever had. With the lovers here, spirit why? Lovers and change, okay? And you realize that some of the people that you were closest to that were walking alongside were really envious of you. And you really had to put an end to some things. Some of you's lost people, man, with grief, right? And you were forced to like reevaluate your own health, right? Some of you's had health scares with the service, right? It made you look at what you were giving to, right? Yeah, you had to leave all that shit behind, right? Spirit, can you give me some closing messages for my Capricorn gang, please? Can we give them some closing messages, please? Spirit, show me. You got freedom and allowing. So you had to go through the fire, to the window, to the wall. I gladly risk it all. To the fire. All right, guys. So you have the freedom card. I no longer want to fear this fiery ring of resentment to block the good, release me from its bonds, right? So you went through a whole fucking situation and it burned away all the ties that bind, okay? It was as if you had a cord cutting, but like in real fucking life, okay? With allowing is here, right? Allowing. Radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment to what's needed can come next, right? So you let the chips fall where it may. Once you realize that spirit was, you couldn't fight it. It was like you surrendered to it. Like, okay, so then this is what we're dealing with and this is what we're dealing with. But I know I'm not letting myself go under the water. So if I got to go with the thing, maybe I got to stop fighting it, but whatever, right? And then you surrender to the loss, to the reality of something. Some of you's lost people. Right? Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the egos. And it was definitely an ego death because I said to you, there was like a false thing of what you thought was working and you realized that it was an illusion, right? Perception. I was talking about that in the beginning, right? Companionship, right? Giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift, right? And you may not have had much, but you gave it to somebody and you realize that these people wouldn't have given it to you. And the inner child, okay? Allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to his deepest needs and feelings, right? And I was saying something about there was something that you couldn't go back. but it also shows the light to something that you can. Right? And this is allowing some inner, I said it was like something happened in 2022 that triggered an old wound. So even though there's all this shit going on, there's still a part of you that you can free from that earlier trigger, okay? And then you have faith. And I was saying to you in the beginning that you had hope in the charms upside down. And Spirit had to show you that something that sometimes we get caught up, Spirit said. That sometimes we get caught up focusing on what we think is important. And then when something terrible happens, we realize what's really important. So it was a redirection. Right? Faith, miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I can imagine. Right? But this faith is different. This isn't in an outer thing. I feel like you might have already had that. But what you were lacking was some type of belief in yourself in some way. And I feel like now that's what this was about. Like something about having to believe in yourself, okay? Okay, and this reading will be up later for, I'll put it on YouTube once it's finished, okay? So that's what I have for you guys. I'd just like to say thank you to my returning subscribers for coming through and spending a little time with me. Okay, and I'll be back, guys. All right. And as soon as I finish the 12 signs, we'll get back to like the regular scheduled program. Okay, but in the beginning of the year, I like to really like go in depth. All right. So I'm wishing you all light and love and blessings on blessings. Namaste, gang, gang. Bye.